What's up, guys? This is Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. I'm here at Loki Mercedes bringing you this brand new 2020 AMG GT C. Now, what they've done in the 2020 models, there's no longer GTS. So you'll get the GT base, the GTC, which is this one with the upgraded horsepower, or the GTR, which is track oriented. This one at its spec is going to start you roughly MSRP at $164,200. This one that we have today is going to be around $176,500. We're going to go over the details of what they've done in the upgrades and changes in the model 2020, starting now. New for the 2020 model, you'll notice a little bit of a facelift. Also in the rear, which we'll go over after this, they've added more tailpipes, making it 4 aggressive AMG spec tailpipes. This vehicle, all the front and the rear is LED as well. All this and everything in here is just to absorb all that air to bring out that 550 horsepower in this vehicle. And it's also functional, so these will open and close to give more air to that big V8 biturbo. And like I was saying, from the front, you get the 4 exhaust pipes. These are AMG spec and they're active. So you can push the button to activate it, make it a more throaty V8, or you can push it to lower it to make it more comfort. This one also has the active wing, which we've put up to show you. Now let's go over the side profile. Now what you're going to also notice is the 19-inch in the front, 20-inch in the rear. These are the fog-based AMG spec. You'll also notice the big brake calipers and the disc for both of these. These are full performance braking, so they are ceramic brakes. You're measured at a 15.4 on the disc for the front and the rear. So this baby is already ready for track, just like the R spec. And now we're going to look underneath the hood of this biturbo V8, 502 pound-foot of torque, 550 horsepower. The wheelbase in this one is 103.5 inches. You have the length of 179 inches. A 0 to 60 is about 3.5 seconds. Every AMG is handcrafted, but you see the name right here, and that's what makes an AMG an AMG. Another big difference between this one and the base is your peak boost. The pressure would be 14.5 on the base. This one's running at 18.1. Now we're gonna start it up, give it some revs. This thing gets a quarter mile at 11.4 seconds. Inside this AMG GTC is pure design craftsmanship to its best. Luxury amenities with carbon fiber inserts throughout the cabin, 10-speaker Bermstar premium audio sound system, AMG spec steering wheel with the carbon fiber inlays, suede on the side. They have 4 different functional AMG steering wheels. This one I think is the best. Also, the center cluster, they have updated it, so they have these little capsules now, which you can change any of the dynamics of your driving. You can also go on this side for your infotainment, for your radio. You can click onto your steering wheel here to see in your 10.3 infotainment screen. Click it and you'll see the front of your car as well. And they've also updated the keypad here as well to make it a little bit more easier and intuitive. Also having the navigation, and you just slide over. This one is not touchscreen. You do get a 12.3 digital gauge cluster for the driver as well. Storage in the vehicle is not necessarily the best, but again, this is a sports car. You can fit a 20-ounce in here of Gatorade. Open up this, you can't fit it in the cup holders. This is kind of a normal thing. You'd have to put it upside down. So when you're buying a sports car opposed to pure luxury, you're going to have some difference of amenities. This one does have your push start button as well. This one also has 3 USB ports with 1 auxiliary inside the cabin. 10-way adjustable seats for the driver and passenger. These are perforated, ventilated, heated, Also got the AMG badging. If you take this out so you can kind of see that carbon fiber inlays, looking at that crafted tailored dash with a 10.3 infotainment screen going to the 12.3 digital driver cluster in that AMG spec steering wheel. Passenger side amenities start off the same way as the driver. The only difference is you are now in the seat to see the ride instead of in the driver's seat to feel the ride. Cargo space in this AMG GT is about 10 cubic square feet in the volume. You do have a speaker there, and you'll get your AMG bags and more Mercedes goodies whenever you purchase it. So now we're going to go over this 10.3 infotainment screen in this AMG GTC, so you can just kind of see what all you have. This one does have the ambiance lighting, which is 64 different light structures in which you can do on the interior of the vehicle. If you click onto the vehicle here, this will go over all of your assistance package. This one also does have that upgraded track pack, which will show you all of your racing information there, and you can actually download it and kind of go from there as well. Your dynamic settings here, this will change the way the whole car is configured. Into here, this is going over your safety features. So you have your cameras, your parking sensors for both the front and the rear, your attention assist. So if you're kind of falling asleep, the car will alert you. You have your lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring. This one also has your adaptive cruise control. Clicking back, this will show you the consumption. It's going to be more of a 15 to 20 mile per gallon. This one will have all of your connectivity, and this vehicle has the Apple CarPlay in it. And then going into your full navigation, going onto your 12.1 digital gauge cluster. So we have it in super sports mode right now for the functionality. You can put it in sport and it'll show you this way. If you put it in classic, it'll show you with a different light scheme. So here we'll show you what you have it on. So we have it on S+. This can be changed through the dial here, in which it'll also show you there. And it'll also show you on your infotainment screen as you're changing into whatever mode that you want. If you put it into individual, this one you can actually set to your own driving preference. So now we got this one and we are setting off in sports or S+. A big difference between the C and the base, which is also on the R. You're going to get upgraded turbocharge. You're also going to get a bigger air intake to cool off the engine. And you just get that effortless 0 to 60 power, all derived and back by the AMG brand. Now the suspension is also tuned for this vehicle. It is also lowered. So again, this is as track worthy and ready as you could be. The next level up would be the R. Stop in the middle of the road, put it into first gear and just floor it. And this baby is just a symphony. Beautiful exhaust note. If you want it to be quiet, you could just simply change it here on your center cluster, or you could change it on your steering wheel that is AMG spec as well. Give it a little throttle, and it's gonna push you back nice. And with the top down, as you're noticing, it is not overbearing with wind noise. So the aerodynamics, the way it functions and flows is just marvelous. This one also does have your adaptive cruise control, and it also has your lane keep assist. You're also getting the upgraded intake for this vehicle, the upgraded turbos. You're also getting an upgraded suspension as well. Everything is derived so that way you can really feel the power. Not only that, but you can stay on the road. You're also going to get the new dynamic improvements, which was first seen on the C63. This adds your basic, your advanced, your pro and masters, which control stability control to improve for the driver. So this vehicle is literally always looking out for you so you can get the best quality drive, whether in comfort or in sport mode. Really, just so much power, so much engineering. The handcraft V8 bi-turbo engine, I think they did a lovely job. We're gonna take this back to the dealer, go over that reverse camera and wrap this thing up. Now going over that reverse camera, you can move it up and down so you can see different angles and views of it. You do have front cameras and rear cameras, and you got cameras there more or less on the side as well, as you can see. So this is the front preference here. If you want to see more of the reverse, you put it back into the reverse, and then you can also see that if you put it on this camera, it doesn't show lines. Scroll up, you got the lines, and they do move. Also, the way the functionality moving, if you look, you have 4 tire positions. So you have the 2 inside and the 2 on the outside. Also shows you here as well. It makes it very easy whenever you're using your reverse camera. And I'd like to thank Wes here at Loki Mercedes for giving us this 2020 AMG GTC for our car review. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Click in the description, check out the merchandise and all the details we do here at Hawkeye Rides.